Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel for another mixed gaming video. Today we're playing Apex Legends, and this is just a quick tutorial on how to play as Bangalore. So most people are wondering, like, how do I become better at playing as Bangalore? So there's a couple tips and tricks I'm going to give you guys here. That's a bit of, attention to detail on how to use her abilities and play as her. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is figure out who can counteract her abilities and what can counteract her abilities. So for example, her L1 ability puts down a smoke grenade, but if someone has a digital threat scope that they can put on a shotgun or an R99, they can just see right through the smoke and it doesn't actually help. So you need to keep a little bit of thought around that while you're playing as her. Another scope that counteracts that is the 410 digital threat sniper scope. So if you're at a distance and you put a smoke down and someone has that scope, they could also snipe you as well. So you have to consider that there's different guns and different ranges at which the smoke has a disadvantage for it. Now, however, there are some advantages of the scope. So if you have a sniper, for example, that does not have the digital threat, you would be able to shoot a smoke grenade up to where the sniper is in order to be able to counteract them sniping you. And you'll be able to dodge and, use her running ability to get away faster. Another way that you can use Bangalore's smoke ability to your advantage is, yes, people can use digital threat scopes to see through them. We all know that. However, if you're hiding somewhere or you're around a building or something and you use her L1 ability, you could then maybe use that to help with a res. So if you wanted to revive someone, you could put down your smoke ability, which gives you maybe a couple extra seconds of no vision for them to be able to get a revive off. Another way that you can use Bangalore to your advantage is if you use a digital threat scope as well. So what you could do is, if there's a squad rushing you or there's a squad in front of you, something along those lines, what you can do is you can put your smoke grenade down and then use your R99 or your alternator or your Mastiff, whatever it might be that can allow you to use a digital threat scope. And now you have free shots for the pickings through the smoke, because if they don't have a digital threat, they can't see you. Remember, keep in mind that they could have a digital threat, so it could also be against them. Another thing to remember as well is that Bloodhound, a key character against Bangalore, can also do the same thing as a digital threat with his special ability. But if you can also use this to your advantage, if a character on your team is using Bloodhound, he can also see through your smokes as well. So make sure you keep those specific ideas in mind while you're playing. Alright, so this brings me to my next point in the video. So her running ability, basically, once you get shot at, it allows you to run faster substantially for a few seconds. And what this gives you the time to do is either run away if you're getting chased by a squad, or if you're getting sniped at, it's a little harder to get shot. So that's how you can counteract sniping or getting chased by someone. So now we'll move on to her special ability. So, as you all know, Bangalore special takes quite a long time to get. So you want to make sure you're using this in a very, very, very clutch scenario. I do have another video on the channel if you guys want to check out how you can use it exactly to your advantage. The link will be in the description. But basically, at the end of my other video, what you'll notice is I use the barrage to my advantage at the end of a storm ring. So when the storm's coming in, if you use your barrage, it slows them down so that they can't run into the storm. So they'll actually get killed if it's like round, 4 or 5. They'll get killed in the storm if they're either low on health or maybe, they just don't have heals. So another way that you can use her barrage L1R1 or her special ability is to defend or hold off squads. And the way that you can do this is, if a squad is ever running towards you, what you can do is if they're at a distance, you can throw the barrage down and it holds them back from being able to essentially rush you or chase you. However, now there's characters that can counteract this. So Octane, for example, could just run right by everything and not get damaged by the barrage, or Pathfinder could use his zipline. So make sure you keep in mind that there's characters that are specifically going to counteract your ability. So if you see on the other squad, let's say you're using a sniper or using, a longer scope and they're at a fair distance but you can still see them, what you can do for that is evaluate each individual character, and this goes for any character that you play as. So you need to know who counteracts your character, what counteracts your character, and how you can use that to their disadvantage. So if you know that there's an Octane on the other squad that's running towards you, what you could do is if you had already thrown your barrage, you could specifically target the Octane so that he wouldn't be able to run towards you, and neither would the rest of their squad. Another tip I can give you in order to play as Bangalore is try to perfect the movement of Apex. So in this sense, that means you need to try to master your climbing, you need to try to master your running and your sliding, and on top of that, you need to try to master how other people can move. So you need to, like I was saying earlier, consider how Octane can run faster than you, or Pathfinder might be able to just zip line up to your position. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something, at least maybe a little bit, on how you can play as Bangalore a little bit better and use her abilities and her strategies to your advantage. I'm going to be coming out with more videos on tips and tricks on how to play as other characters, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next Mixed Gaming video.